These Germans have really slipped in their standings in the last couple of years. Now off double twist. They're usually right up there in the top 3. Of course, they won the bronze medal in Seoul.
Still plenty more to come from the World Championships here in Stuttgart. Carrie Kanuka of Canada now on the uneven bars, and the Canadians have done very well here today.
Yes, they're edging closer and closer to North Korea.
There they are. The East Germans continue to lead in this particular rotation ahead of North Korea, but Canada creeping up just ahead of Bulgaria. Real three-way race right now between North Korea, Canada, and Bulgaria.
Started out strong. She's done a Jaeger front as her major release move so far. Giant full. Actually, it wasn't a giant full. She twisted halfway in and halfway back the other way and also broke leg form. And a pike front dismount. Take a look at the front Jaeger. Plenty of height on that, so no deduction for the height. She does break form throughout the routine, though. Doesn't have real tight, straight legs. And here is the major deduction. Pike front dismount. Actually, right before that skill, she broke form, going over the top in a giant, what should have been a full, but she twisted halfway one direction, halfway the other, so she won't get credit for that.
9-5 the score for Carrie Kanuka of Canada on the uneven bars.
The Canadians really helped themselves on vault. Had very, very high scores there. In fact, their lowest score was a 9.537. Highest was a 9.912.
Monica Kovaci now.
It's a nice high reverse hex to a 1.5 twist. Straddle back to handstand. Good work so far. Slight form deduction. Little hop on the landing, but about the strongest routine they've had thus far.
So Monica Kovaci hoping to improve on the 9.5 put up by her teammate, Carrie Kanuka, as the Canadians continue to show strongly here.
That should help with being their second routine out. They've got 4 more routines to go to build on her score, which will definitely be higher than the 9.5.
Canadians, of course, having to make do with only 5 competitors, so they do not have the luxury of being able to throw out one of the scores as the East Germans, who we're looking at now, did in the last rotation.
Exactly. So only 3 more to go. That always puts a lot of pressure on all the other competitors.
Christian Toms of East Germany now, floor exercise.
East Germany now has a very comfortable lead over North Korea. Double pike, and everybody will tell you the key to doing well in a team competition is hitting beams. And that's exactly what the East Germans did in the last rotation. Double twist to a back handspring straddle jump. It's actually quite weak in tumbling.
This really isn't as strong as a team we're used to seeing from the East Germans.
Exactly. They were, again, they won the bronze medal in Seoul. And even prior to that, they've always been in the top 3. At all the Olympic Games and World Championships, you can always guarantee that they'll be there. And they're just not as strong as they were in the past. A lot of rest there in that corner. And a tuck double back dismount. They're really trying to get away from that standing in the corner, waiting for your tumbling pass, resting. Most of the top gymnasts are not doing that anymore quite as much as they did, say, a few years ago.
But it doesn't cost them anything right now.
Yes, it does, when it's that long.
Meanwhile, over on the uneven bars, the Canadians continue, and right now it is Lori Strong, 9.637 for Monica Kovaci a moment ago.
Beautiful combination. I'm sorry, that was a front Jaeger, 1.5 twist over the low bar.
They call that a strong. She was the first to compete at an international competition.
She really had some original moves here and very difficult moves as well.
I like her aggressive style. She moves very quickly.
Giant full. To an open pike, double dismount.
Lori Strong, and remember, her teammates have put some very good scores up there, so you have to think that Lori's score will be at least equal to that or better.
Lori has done quite well internationally for the Canadians. Look at this combination. It is really beautiful. Good height on this Jaeger somersault. Then she swings through, does a 1.5 twist, Regress the low bar into a glide.
She didn't seem too happy with that. That floor exercise that we were watching just a moment ago by Christiane Toms of East Germany scored out at a 9.625. Meanwhile, back on floor exercise, while we await the score of Lori Strong on the uneven bars, the East Germans this time, and I believe this is Karina Runge.
High double pipe. But again, that is not a real difficult opening pass. Germans at this point have an 8.937. They're looking to drop. They also have a 9.625 to go along with that. They need some higher scores to maintain the lead over North Korea.
There also was some discussion, perhaps, that the East Germans were receiving some inflated scores during the compulsories.
I think toward the end, one thing we haven't mentioned is a new rule in progress. They do not seed the competitors in a compulsory round. In fact, the teams don't even compete together. They take, say you take the American team, 2 of the USA girls go the first day, 2 go the next day, 2 go the following day. And many people have commented they don't really like that system, but they were doing it, trying to make it a little bit more fair. Double tuck.
And on the line.
On the line is okay, as long as you don't go over that line.
Karina Runge of East Germany. A lot of East German fans on hand here for this competition. Incidentally, 9.775 the score for Lori Strong on the uneven bars a couple of moments ago. So the Canadians continue to do very well in this discipline, coming off a strong performance in the vault. We're at Hans Martin Schleier Halle in Stuttgart. This is the optional portion of the women's team competition. On beam now, Kim Wang-suk of North Korea.
And again, just like on the uneven bars, they were excellent in this event in compulsories. They have remarkable poise and concentration to be such young gymnasts and fairly inexperienced. They really pay close attention to detail. The toe point, the leg straight. 2 layout step outs, saves that one. Placement of the hands, the movement of the arms. It's beautiful. Aerial walkover. I really like their choreography. Very nice. Most people now, choreography is very weak because they put a lot of emphasis on the difficulty. Nice backhand spring down, swing right back up to a handstand. Full pirouette.